Welcome to Beneath the Emerald Canopy, a sleep story crafted to gently guide you into a peaceful slumber. This tale unfolds in a tranquil village of Everglen, a hidden sanctuary nestled deep within a primeval forest, where life moves at a slower, more deliberate pace. Here, beneath the protective embrace of a colossal, magical tree, the villagers live in harmony with nature, their days filled with simple joys and calming routines. If you'd prefer to begin the story immediately, feel free to skip ahead. Timestamps for each chapter are available in the video description below. Before we embark on our journey to Everglen, take a moment to create a restful environment for yourself. Find a comfortable position, either lying down in bed or nestled in your favorite chair. Allow your body to settle, feeling supported and at ease. Adjust your pillows and blankets as needed, ensuring you are cozy and warm. Close your eyes gently if that feels comfortable for you. Now, let's turn our attention to our breath. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose, imagining you are drawing in the calming essence of the Emerald Canopy, a soft, green light that fills your lungs and spreads throughout your body. Exhale softly through your mouth, releasing any tension or stress you may be holding onto. Visualize the shimmering dream dust of the canopy falling gently upon you, promoting relaxation and preparing you for sleep. Continue breathing deeply, allowing each inhale and exhale to become slower and more gentle. With every breath, feel your body becoming heavier, your mind becoming quieter, your spirit becoming more peaceful. If your thoughts wander, that's perfectly natural. Simply acknowledge them and gently redirect your attention back to your breath or the sound of my voice. Allow the story to transport you to the tranquil world of Everglen, where the whispering leaves, the soft glow of firefly bushes, and the calming aroma of baking bread await you. Chapter 1. The Whispering Leaves. The dawn in Everglen was unlike any other. Not a burst of vibrant color, but a gentle shift from deep emerald to a slightly lighter shade, as if the emerald canopy itself was taking a soft, deep breath. Elara, a young herbalist with hair the color of spun moonlight, opened her eyes to this subtle shift. A faint smile gracing her lips. The whispering leaves of the canopy just beyond her window murmured secrets only she seemed to understand. Their rustle was a constant lullaby, a gentle hush that permeated every corner of Everglen, a village tucked away from the world, cradled in the heart of the ancient whispering woods. Elara rose from her moss-lined bed, the soft material giving way beneath her weight like a sigh. Her cottage, like all others in Everglen, was built from the very wood of the Whispering Woods, its walls imbued with the same calming magic that pulsed through the canopy above. She stretched, each movement slow and deliberate, mimicking the unhurried pace of life beneath the emerald glow. Today, Elara sought the dew-kissed whisper leaf, a delicate herb said to enhance the clarity of dreams. Its petals, when steeped in warm water, released a fragrance that mimicked the forest after a gentle rain, a scent known to soothe even the most restless minds. She donned a simple tunic woven from the softest moss fibers, its gentle texture a comforting caress against her skin. Stepping outside, Elara inhaled deeply, the air thick with the aroma of damp earth and the faint sweetness of the canopy's blossoms. The pathways of Everglen, paved with smooth stones worn smooth by time and gentle footfalls, wound through the village, each turn revealing a new vista of calming beauty. Firefly bushes, their bioluminescent berries emitting a soft, pulsating glow, lined the paths, casting a warm, ethereal light that danced on the mossy roofs of the cottages. The air hummed with the quiet magic of Everglen, a symphony of soft sounds and gentle fragrances that enveloped her in a warm embrace. Elara's journey took her past Old Man Thorne's bakery, where the comforting aroma of his calming bread, infused with ancient melodies, already wafted into the air. She paused for a moment, inhaling the sweet scent, imagining the old baker humming his gentle tunes as he kneaded the dough, a ritual as old as Everglen itself. The rhythm of his humming, she knew, was woven into the very fabric of the bread, imparting a sense of peace to all who consumed it. Further on, she passed Lyra's cottage, its door adorned with intricate carvings of whispering leaves and dream-weaving spiders. Lyra, the village storyteller, was renowned for her calming tales, stories that spoke of gentle giants and whispering winds, narratives that lulled even the most anxious hearts into a state of serene tranquility. Elara could almost hear Lyra's soft voice already, weaving its magic, preparing for the evening storytelling circle. As Elara reached the edge of the village, the whispering of the leaves grew louder, the canopy's emerald light deeper. The whisper leaf grew in the heart of a small glade, a place where the canopy's magic was strongest. She walked slowly, her bare feet sinking into the soft moss, each step a gentle press into the earth, a quiet communion with the forest. Kneeling beside a patch of whisper leaf, Elara ran her fingers over the dew-kissed petals, the droplets cool against her skin. The leaves, sensitive to her touch, responded with a soft murmur, a gentle whisper that seemed to seep into her very bones, calming her mind and soothing her soul. She carefully plucked the leaves, their delicate fragrance rising to greet her, a scent that promised sweet dreams and peaceful slumber. The repetitive rustle of the leaves, the gentle hum of the firefly bushes, the soft earth beneath her feet, all combined to create a symphony of tranquility, a lullaby that lulled her into a state of deep relaxation. As she gathered the herbs, she breathed deeply, allowing the calming magic of Everglen to wash over her, preparing her for the day ahead, a day filled with the gentle rhythms of life beneath the Emerald Canopy. Chapter 2. The Baker's Song. The aroma of baking bread, subtly infused with the sweet notes of dream blossom honey, drifted through Everglen, a comforting beacon in the emerald twilight. Old Man Thorne, his face etched with the wisdom of ages, stood in the heart of his bakery, a warm haven of crackling fire and flour-dusted surfaces. He hummed a low, resonant tune, a melody passed down through generations, a song said to imbue his calming bread with its unique, sleep-inducing properties. The dough, a living thing beneath his weathered hands, responded to his touch, rising and falling in time with his rhythmic kneading. Each push and fold, each gentle turn was a part of a time-honored ritual, a dance between baker and bread. A silent conversation whispered between the man and the earth's bounty. The fire in the hearth crackled softly, a gentle counterpoint to Thorn's humming, casting flickering shadows that danced across the walls, creating an atmosphere of warmth and tranquility. Thorn's bakery was a place of comfort, a sanctuary where the simple act of creation brought solace and peace. The shelves, lined with earthenware jars filled with fragrant spices and dried herbs, whispered stories of past harvests and bountiful seasons. The air, thick with the scent of yeast and honey, held a comforting warmth that enveloped anyone who entered, wrapping them in a gentle, edible embrace. As he worked, Thorn's mind wandered through the familiar pathways of his memories, each recollection a soft echo of a life lived in harmony with the rhythms of Everglen. He remembered his own apprenticeship, learning the secrets of the calming bread from his grandmother, her hands as weathered and wise as his own were now. He recalled the gentle pressure of her fingers guiding his own, the soft melody of her voice teaching him the baker's song, a lullaby that had soothed generations of villagers into peaceful slumber. The dough, now smooth and elastic, rested beneath a linen cloth, patiently awaiting its transformation. Thorn paused, taking a slow, deep breath, the aroma of the rising dough filling his lungs, a calming balm for his soul. He ran a hand through his flour-dusted beard, a small smile playing on his lips. The baker's song, a constant companion throughout his life, resonated within him, a gentle vibration that seemed to emanate from his very core. He began shaping the loaves, his movements precise and deliberate, each roll and tuck a testament to years of practice. As he worked, he continued to hum, the melody weaving its way into the dough, infusing it with the magic of Everglen, the tranquility of the Emerald Canopy, the gentle whispers of the whispering woods, the repetitive motion, the soothing melody, the warm atmosphere of the bakery, all combined to create a sense of deep relaxation, a feeling of peace that permeated every corner of his being. The loaves, perfectly formed, were placed in the oven, the heat embracing them, promising a golden crust and a soft, comforting interior. Thorn closed the oven door, the soft click echoing in the quiet bakery, a final punctuation mark on his morning's work. He knew that soon the aroma of freshly baked calming bread would drift through Everglen, a gentle invitation to gather, to share, to find solace in the simple act of breaking bread together. The baker's song, now a silent hum within his heart, continued its gentle work, spreading its calming influence throughout the village, a promise of peaceful dreams and tranquil nights beneath the Emerald Canopy. Chapter 3. The Storyteller's Circle. As the emerald twilight deepened, casting long, gentle shadows across Everglen, the villagers began to gather around the softly glowing firefly bush in the village center. Its bioluminescent berries pulsed with a calming light, casting an ethereal glow on the upturned faces of the villagers, young and old, who had come to listen to Lyra's tales. A hush fell over the gathering as Lyra, the village storyteller, took her place beneath the luminous branches, her eyes twinkling with the reflected light of the firefly bush. She wore a simple robe woven from the silk of moon moths, its shimmering surface catching the gentle light, giving her an almost ethereal appearance. Lyra began to speak, her voice soft and melodic, a gentle stream of words that flowed over the hushed crowd. "Tonight," she began, "I shall tell you a tale of the whispering winds and the gentle giants who roam the Emerald Canopy." Her voice, like a calming balm, soothed the anxieties of the day, drawing the villagers into a world of gentle magic and tranquil wonder. The story unfolded slowly, like the unfurling of a delicate flower. She spoke of the gentle giants, their footsteps as soft as falling leaves, their voices the gentle rustle of the canopy's leaves. She described the whispering winds, carrying secrets and lullabies on their breath, weaving dreams of peace and tranquility through the village. Her words painted vivid images in the minds of her listeners, transporting them to a realm of calming beauty and serene wonder. The firefly bush pulsed gently, its light seeming to synchronize with the rhythm of Lyra's voice, creating a mesmerizing dance of light and sound. The villagers sat entranced, their eyes fixed on Lyra, their minds lost in the gentle flow of her narrative. The repetitive calming phrases, the soft cadence of her voice, and the gentle glow of the firefly bush combined to create a sense of deep relaxation, a shared experience of tranquility that bound the community together. Children nestled close to their parents, their eyes wide with wonder, their small hands clutching soft moss toys. Elders leaned back against the smooth bark of ancient tree stumps, their faces etched with peaceful smiles, their minds drifting back to cherished memories. The air, filled with the gentle hum of the fireflies and the soothing cadence of Lyra's voice, vibrated with a calming energy, a shared sense of peace that permeated the entire gathering. As the story reached its gentle climax, the whispering winds carried the gentle giants to a hidden valley bathed in the soft, green light of the Emerald Canopy, a place of eternal rest and tranquility. Lyra's voice softened, slowing to a gentle whisper as she described the valley, its lush meadows filled with green blossoms, its gentle streams flowing with liquid moonlight. The firefly bush dimmed its light, casting the gathering in a soft, comforting darkness that mirrored the approaching night. Lyra concluded her tale, her final words a soft benediction, a gentle blessing upon the peaceful village of Everglen. A collective sigh escaped the lips of the villagers, a shared exhale of contentment and tranquility. The firefly bush pulsed one last time, a final good-night kiss before fading into the emerald twilight. The villagers, their hearts filled with peace and their minds soothed by Lyra's tale, slowly dispersed, carrying the tranquility of the story with them as they returned to their homes, ready to drift into peaceful slumber beneath the Emerald Canopy. Chapter 4. The Guardian's Vigil. As the last whispers of Lyra's tale faded into the emerald twilight, Anya, the village guardian, began her nightly rounds. Her footsteps were silent as falling leaves, her presence as gentle as the whispering winds. Clad in a cloak woven from the shadows of the canopy, she moved through Everglen like a spirit of the forest, a silent protector of the village's peace. Anya carried a staff made from the wood of the ancient whispering willow, its smooth surface worn smooth by the passage of time and the gentle touch of countless hands. Her vigil began at the edge of the village, where the whispering leaves of the canopy met the deeper shadows of the whispering woods. She paused, closing her eyes, listening to the soft rustling of the leaves, the gentle murmur of the wind, the quiet hum of the fireflies. Each sound was a familiar note in the symphony of Everglen, a reassuring melody that spoke of peace and tranquility. The repetitive rhythm of the sounds lulled her senses, further enhancing the calmness that permeated her being. Anya moved through the village, her path illuminated by the soft glow of the firefly bushes. She paused at each cottage, her hand resting gently on the moss-covered walls, a silent reassurance of her presence, a gentle reminder of the safety and security that enveloped Everglen. The soft glow emanating from the windows of the cottages painted warm, inviting pictures of families gathered together, sharing quiet moments of connection before sleep. She passed Old Man Thorne's bakery, the residual warmth of the oven still radiating through the walls, the faint scent of calming bread lingering in the air, a comforting reminder of the day's simple pleasures. She paused at Lyra's cottage, the intricate carvings on the door now barely visible in the deepening twilight, but still whispering tales of gentle giants and soothing winds. As Anya walked, she observed the subtle changes in the environment, the slow closing of dream blossoms, the gentle descent of dew onto the moss-covered paths, the gradual dimming of the firefly bushes. Each change was a part of the natural rhythm of Everglen, a gentle transition from waking to sleeping, a slow descent into the tranquil embrace of the night. Reaching the heart of the village, Anya paused beneath the Emerald Canopy, its vast branches reaching towards the heavens like outstretched arms, its leaves whispering secrets to the stars. She looked up, her gaze lost in the intricate patterns of the branches, the soft green light filtering through the leaves, creating an ethereal glow that bathed the village in a calming embrace. The canopy's presence was a constant source of comfort, a gentle reminder of the protective magic that enveloped Everglen. Anya breathed deeply, the cool night air filling her lungs, carrying the scent of damp earth, whispering leaves, and the faint sweetness of the canopy's blossoms. The repetitive rhythm of her breathing, synchronized with the gentle rustling of the leaves, deepened her sense of peace, anchoring her in the present moment, reinforcing the tranquility that permeated every corner of her being. As she completed her rounds, a soft, shimmering dust began to fall from the Emerald Canopy, a magical elixir that induced peaceful dreams and ensured restful slumber. Anya watched as the dust settled on the village, a gentle blanket of magic that enveloped Everglen in a final embrace of tranquility. Knowing that the village was safe and peaceful, Anya found a quiet spot beneath the canopy, wrapped herself in her shadow cloak, and allowed herself to drift into the gentle embrace of sleep, lulled by the whispering leaves and the soft glow of the Emerald Canopy. Chapter 5. Dreams Under the Canopy. The shimmering dust, a gift from the Emerald Canopy, fell like a soft silver rain upon Everglen, blanketing the village in a layer of tranquil magic. As the dust settled, a hush fell over the village, a deep, peaceful silence, that signaled the arrival of slumber. Lights from within the cottages dimmed, one by one, as the villagers settled into their moss-lined beds, ready to surrender to the gentle embrace of sleep. The whispering leaves of the canopy seemed to hum a softer lullaby, their gentle rustle a final, comforting whisper before the world dissolved into dreams. Ilara, in her cozy cottage, inhaled the lingering scent of whisperleaf, the gentle fragrance a promise of sweet dreams. She closed her eyes, the shimmering dust settling on her eyelids like a gentle caress. Images began to form in her mind, soft and fluid, like clouds drifting across a twilight sky. She saw herself walking through the whispering woods, bathed in the emerald light of the canopy, the gentle whispers of the leaves guiding her steps. Old Man Thorn, nestled in his bed above the bakery, dreamt of fields of golden wheat swaying gently in the breeze, the aroma of freshly baked bread wafting through the air. He hummed the baker's song in his sleep, the melody weaving itself into his dreams, creating a symphony of warmth and comfort. The repetitive rhythm of his humming, a constant throughout his waking life, continued in his slumber, anchoring him in a state of deep relaxation. Lyra, surrounded by her collection of dream catchers and story scrolls, dreamt of fantastical creatures and faraway lands, her mind weaving new tales of gentle magic and tranquil wonder. Her dreams, like her stories, were filled with calming imagery and soothing narratives, a continuation of the magic she shared with the villagers each evening. Anya, wrapped in her shadow cloak beneath the emerald canopy, dreamt of the quiet forest paths, the gentle rustling of leaves, the soft glow of the firefly bushes. Her dreams were a reflection of her waking life, a continuation of her peaceful vigil, a testament to the tranquility that permeated every corner of Everglen. As the villagers dreamt, the emerald canopy pulsed with a soft green light, its magic flowing through the village, connecting everyone in a shared experience of peace and tranquility. The shimmering dust, now settled on every surface, continued to work its magic, ensuring that the dreams were sweet, the slumber deep, and the awakening gentle. The night passed slowly, like a gentle stream flowing through a moonlit meadow. The whispering leaves murmured their secrets, the firefly bushes pulsed with a soft, calming glow, and the emerald canopy watched over the sleeping village, its gentle magic ensuring the peace and tranquility of all who dwelled beneath its protective embrace. As the first hint of emerald dawn touched the horizon, the villagers began to stir, their dreams slowly fading, replaced by the gentle reality of another day in Everglen, a day filled with the promise of simple joys, gentle connections, and the enduring tranquility of life beneath the emerald canopy. The cycle of peace continued, unbroken, a testament to the harmonious balance between the village and the magical world that cradled it. And as the villagers awoke, they carried the tranquility of their dreams with them, a gentle reminder of the peace that resided within their hearts and the magic that permeated their world.